Hello, my friends. It's Sheree. How is everyone doing today? Welcome, welcome. I'm here to work on the garden journals today. We worked on the covers together, and I've been working on some pages, but here's where we're at, just in case. I'm not sure what the last stage you saw was, but this is the one where I had to make a new spine. I don't think you saw the fabric, but I can't guarantee that. But yeah, I put some fabric here on the spine, and here's what the inside looks like on this one. Got two signatures going. I think I'm gonna do 3 signatures in this one. So that's where we're at with that one. And then the other one is the one that I was able to keep the notebook rings inside the binder. So it looks like this. And so this is a, completely different style as far as everything's bound into the notebook rings. This is what I've got going on in here. I picked out 6 dividers for each, 6 divider pages for each journal that I'm going to put in there and do something with. The first divider in this journal I covered with being that this is going to be a journal that somebody could use for whatever they want, any type of everyday journaling, and convert it into any theme they want. It'll just be flowery and gardeny, but somebody could also use it for their garden journal and planning out their garden, keeping notes on what grows, what doesn't grow, things like that. This first divider I covered, and these dividers are like I've done binder journals where the dividers have some fun graphics and things. These, I love the color, but they don't really have anything but printing on them, text. So I thought for this one I put graph paper on this side and ledger paper on this side, and then I sewed around it too. It's glued on and sewn around. So someone could actually draw out their garden on the graph paper or whatever and things like that. So that's where that one is. And I'm adding an envelope in each one. So for this one, I was looking for an envelope or paper bag or something. And I found these brown envelopes and they fit in here perfectly. But of course this one has to be bound in. So I just cut it in half, glued this side here, and punched it in. You've got a nice envelope with, the little flap. And then the other one is right here, or the bottom half of it is right here. So the bottom half was together, like it comes. And I just put a little thumb notch here, and the bottom half of that envelope is right there. So that's where that one is. I've cut some rickrack, yellow rickrack, to decorate the cover further. So that's going to be put on. And the same for this one. I've got the rickrack right here. And I thought today I would go ahead and put some rickrack on here so you could see what it looks like before and after the rickrack. I think it's going to be really pretty with the rickrack. It just adds a kind of special touch and a little something extra to it, and color too, So, and when I held it on there, kind of tried it out, I thought it was so pretty that I had to do it, right? And this color adds a lot to it, because I had a couple different yellows, and I thought this really adds something special and just what it needs type of thing. So I'll show you. I'm going to add some Fabri-Tac here to this piece, and then we'll put it on the front cover here. I'm going to do the same thing on the back cover and the inside of the covers. I sat down here. I'm in my craft room this morning before I have to go to work, and I sat down to do one thing, and then I got distracted by doing this, the rickrack. I wasn't planning on doing that. I wasn't even planning on doing it, and for some reason, I just thought, I want to try, because I looked at the cover and I thought, you know, I didn't know if I wanted to add trim until today. I thought, let me just try out some rickrack, and I tried another trim that was a flat kind of ribbon type trim. That one was too plain and the color was a lighter yellow. So it didn't, I mean, it looked nice, but not as pretty as this. So I thought, let me go ahead. I really want to see what it looks like. Let me go ahead and do it on video. So I think you can see okay where I'm at here on my table. So I'm just placing this right on the edge of the fabric. And we're going to glue that down with the fabric tack. Just want to get it in place first before I kind of rub it in. Okay, now doesn't that add so much? It kind of finishes it off in a really pretty way. So now I can push it down because I got it in a good spot there. All right, that is so pretty. I just love it. Look at that. It's simple, a simple thing we added, but it adds so much. So we're going to do the same thing on the back. I'm going to pause so you don't have to watch me glue, and then we'll do the other book too, and I'll show you what I'm doing on that one. So just 1 second. Okay, so I have this one done as far as the rickrack. There's the front we did together. Here's the back. Pretty, right? Can you see it okay? And then the inside. Isn't that gorgeous? Here's rickrack, and there's rickrack. Very pretty. Okay. So now the other one. Just let my glue dry there. Okay, let me put that in a way that the glue can dry. And then this one, I have the rickrack right here. So, yeah, after I did that one, I was like, well, can I do it to this one too? And I said, why not? Let's do it. So I have 4 pieces already cut. So let's do the front, and I'll do the same thing. We'll do the front, and I'll show you what it looks like. And then I'll do the rest of it off video. And then I'll show you what it looks like. And I do want to try to work on the couple of these dividers. So yeah, what I have to figure out is for the one that is, you know, I had to make a new spine. I want to figure out how I'm going to do the dividers because they're, you know, little individual dividers. And so I'm going to have to, I guess what I figured out is hinge them together. So I thought we'd do the one on video, the first one today. So I need to get going here because I need to go get ready for work soon. So I'm going to do this, show you what this looks like. I didn't get any glue on here, so no glue is getting on the book here where it shouldn't be. Okay, so I'm just going to put this over here on the side to decorate a little. This little right near the spine, as if there were fabric here, but there's no fabric there. But I still think this adds a nice, you know, pretty kind of retro touch to it. Okay. Let me just smooth that down so all the glue is adhering to the cover. And you can see what that one looks like. Very pretty. I think it needed that. I think it needed that. I really do. So, all right. Now I'm going to do the back and the inside, and I'll come back and show you what that looks like. I'll be right back. Okay, dokie. We got that done. Here's the front. Here's the back. Inside and inside right here. It doesn't block the pocket in any way. This part of the pocket is glued down anyway, so yeah, those rickrack pieces do not block the pocket in any way as far as getting things in and out. I think I showed you everything in that one that I've been working on these a little bit every day. Things take time, you know. And one thing that took a lot of time in this one, the one with the new spine, is I made quite a few Franken papers. So like here's one. I sewed scrapbook paper together here. And then there's quite a few in here. I don't know if I'll show you all of them. Let's see, the wallpaper. That one is one piece. The map is one piece. Here's one that I used quite a few scraps on. It came out really cute. Isn't that fun? It's, one. This is wallpaper. This is wallpaper in the middle. Yeah, this is wallpaper. And then scrapbook paper scraps around the outside there. And here's what this side looks like. So it's a fun paper. Yeah, so that is in there. Anyway, and then there's a second signature with some Franklin papers too. So, yeah. Look at this one. Yeah, so yeah. I've been working on it a little bit every day, and, you know, things just take time. I really like those brown envelopes, though. I wanted to use those because they're nice and sturdy, and you can fit a lot in them, and also you can decorate them the way you want. I think I'm going to try to leave them, you know, I would love to decorate them myself, but I think I'm going to try to leave them plain so that, you know, whoever gets these journals can decorate them. So here's the first two divider pages that are going in the one with the spine, because I already have, well, I have one in the one with the notebook rings, and I was trying to decide how am I going to do this, because I want to put, like I did with the other one, put the graph paper and ledger paper on this one here, but I have to join them together. I'm like, do I put the graph paper on first, or do I join them? I have to join them together first, because I want to, I mean, you have to, I don't want the piece that I'm joining it together with to go on top of the graph paper or the ledger paper. So I already cut a piece to fit here, and I've got some glue that I'm trying to use up this Aleene's clear gel tacky glue. So I thought I would go ahead and use that on here. It's kind of like Fabri-Tac, but different. I think it's kind of like Fabri-Tac, but it takes longer to dry. And I've got a little bit left here, and I would love to use it up and get rid of this bottle out of my craft room. I'm not going to just throw it away or something. I like it, but it's just, you know, Fabri-Tac's still my favorite glue, so, and I don't think it was really any cheaper than Fabri-Tac. If it is, you know, not that much of a difference. So anyway, I thought, I bought this probably a couple of years ago, and it's just been, I've used a lot of it, but I still have about 1/4 of the bottle left probably. So yeah, as you can see, I have a nice big piece of scrapbook paper here, and it's a scrap. I just cut it down to fit the length. Here's my divider pages that I'm joining together. Really don't want to get glue on my table, but I've already placed these here, so I think I'm going to just go with it. All right, so got a little bit of a gap there for folding space, you know, when I fold these together. So yeah, it's kind of a big piece here, but I wanted it to show over on this side. I wanted it to show quite a bit, and I don't mind if it shows under the paper over here. So let me make sure these are still, yeah, and then, okay, now that's even. All right, now I'm going to press it down. We are going for it. We are going for it. All right, so let's just kind of press this all down real nice. And let's see, I think I'm moving things a little bit here, even by doing that. So let me, before it dries, maybe these are uneven, the dividers. Okay, let me look at the other side, make sure I still have my gap. Yeah, there's my gap. All right, I think we're good to go. Trying to press it down without moving anything. All right, so I need to let that dry because there's probably glue right in that gap, but it's going to be folded. Let me fold it and then I'll open it back up. So there we go. Either way, oh, Yeah, that side. See it. That wouldn't have. That would be already kind of like solid with fabric tack. It almost came like if I bent it the wrong way, it would come loose. So okay, I need to let it dry because this is. I'm not used to having to wait for my glue to dry, but I can go ahead and so this is going to be a little bit harder to do on this one because I was able to put it on the other one that's separate in the rings and just cut around it. So now I have to kind of, I can cut around 3 sides, but this side I'm going to have to just put on here evenly. So I think I will go ahead and do that. And I can sew around this still too. So I'm going to do that. So because I'm sewing around it, I'm using a glue stick. Oh, I have a permanent one here. So yeah, this is a permanent glue stick. Let's see. I think this is my last one though. So I may run out of it and then I'll have to get the other one. But I am sewing around it. But I did put glue all over on here like this on the other one in the other notebook. Just put glue all over on the divider. So, and then these pages can just be fun. I mean, they're kind of like we're making them into, I thought it would be really cool to have the graph paper on these because it'd be, if you want to write on it or draw on it or whatever, it would be a nice solid surface, you know, instead of just a piece of paper, which is fine. Just a piece of paper is fine. You, in a binder, you can take it out and put it down on your table and write on it. I may be shaking the camera a little bit. I'm trying not to, but I need to get going here because my time is running out. But I really wanted to just do this on video. I thought you all would enjoy to see where I'm at, and it's getting toward the end of the week, so I thought, let's do a video before work. I do that sometimes, right? You know I do. All right, let's see how I want to do this. I think I will put it as close to the top as possible. Get as much as the top as possible here, and then line it up with the edge. All right, and then we'll smooth it down. And then on the other side, we're going to put the graph paper. And then after this video is over, I'll sew, or maybe not right today, but next time I have time to come in here, I will sew around this page. This side I have another plan. I was going to try to do it today, but I'm going to run out of time. So I do have a plan for the other side, and I have something right here to glue down on it, but I'll have to show you that in another video because I'm running out of time. So yeah, so now I have that glued down. I can just cut around this side carefully. And you can still kind of decorate. If you just want to decorate these pages, you can decorate them. You can add something onto the tab. You can even punch a hole in the tabs and hang something, dangle something from them, or put little names or dates or months or, you know, whatever you want on the tabs. Seasons, anything. Spring, summer, fall. There's going to be, I'm going to put 6 in here, of course. I'm going to send along all the pages, extra pages from each book with the book. So whoever gets them will be able to do what they want with those. All right, I think we are good there. And like I said, I'm going to sew around these, yeah, trying to see. Even though I'm sewing around it, I kind of want to have it nice and glued down in this spot. Need some glue right here. Okay. All right, now the other side where I'm putting the graph paper, and that's where we have our large hinge. I wanted it to be decorative too. Let's see what it's going to look like under the paper. And it's going to make it hard for me to see the edge. So let me see if it's dry enough for me to fold it yet. All right, I can fold it this way, and then later when I come back in here, I can, I might be able to do it this time. I'd like to fold it the other way. Before it almost tried to come off. Let me see if I can fold it this way. Okay. Yeah, we're okay. All right, we're okay now. Alright, so now I can maybe see my, because it's going over here. So if I could fold it like that, then I can see my edge here. Alright, let's do this. Let's do this. Still have some glue left in my permanent. Yeah, it's going to go over here, so I kind of want to, I think it's just going to be kind of a, you know, you'll have, if you're writing on here, you'll have a little bump. But I think it's just going to be fun and pretty and different and unique, you know, with that under this paper. You'll be able to see through that color through a little bit. So, something different, right? It's fun to do different things. There's no rules. There's no rules. We can do junk journals, just whatever comes into your head. Give it a try. All right, this is getting down to the nitty gritty here. It's almost gone. I knew it was. I could tell. It's very light. I knew there wasn't much glue left in there. All right, yeah, I need to grab another one. I had two more out here, right here, but I took them in when I was watching TV last night. So, I have a bunch right behind me, though. Yeah, I was finishing up making those paper bingo papers, paper bingo cards. I was trying to finish up making those into journal cards when I was watching TV last night. I got them all done, except for one. I still have to glue down on a cardstock. I ran out of cardstock. So I have to glue one more down on cardstock and then add the tickets to the last 10. And then I'll have those all done. And I'm leaving them mostly like undecorated so that when I do a journal, if I want to add a little decoration to go with the journal, it'll go with the journal. You know what I mean? So, yeah. So I'm almost done with those. Then I have other projects I'm working on. I kind of interrupted my other projects I was working on when I'm watching TV to do those, finish those, and then I'll go back to finishing my other projects, my other TV projects. Okay, so here we are, gluing this. Oh, I can't barely even see that, but I thought it would really show through a lot more. But it's really, like, if you don't know it's a different color, you don't, like, see, like, oh, wow, that's blue and that's green. And this is, graph paper isn't the thickest paper in the world, so I thought surely I would be able to see through it. But this is not super thin graph paper, but it's because I think I have some that's thinner, and I try to use the thicker graph paper on here. So, see, all right, it's gonna be cool. It is working out. Yeah, when I first realized I was gonna have to put these dividers together, I was like, oh my goodness, that's something I've never done before. I've never had to make a new spine on a notebook ring binder journal before. They've always been okay, and if they weren't okay, it was usually on a binder that I didn't really, love or like anyway, so maybe I didn't keep it. But this one, of course, I was going to keep it. So there's no way I would get rid of one of these, like something special, like one of these. I think I would do the same thing if I ever had a Better Homes and Gardens cookbook, too. I've never had to make a new spine on one of those, but if I did, I wouldn't get rid of one of those. If it was in nice condition and everything, I would totally make a new spine on it, All right, so there it is. Now I'm going to sew around it, so it'll be a little bit different. Now this paper is pretty thin. I don't think I would use my bone folder even on here to, especially like, say you have a little bump right here. It's not, it's just for where that cardstock is underneath here. If you were to use something sharp on there, you could, I feel like I could possibly tear something here, so I'm just using my fingers to smooth this out. I just want to make sure it's as smooth as possible with the glue and all under there. So I think it is. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed that little bit of crafting I got to do before work today. I did. I like starting out my day with a little crafting if I can, but now I do have to move and get going. So thank you for watching, and yeah, I'll sew on this and show you that next time. And I'm going to put over here, my plan is to put one of these paper bags here. It's a glassine bag that is from, and I don't know if I ever, oh, this one says 1993. I was just going to say, I don't know if I ever found a date on here. Somebody wrote on here 1993, and these are from negatives from film. But I'm going to put one on each, in each journal, but this one's going to go right here. That was my plan, to kind of put it over this paper, so I'd have that as a decoration kind of on this page. It's a hinge and a decoration, and so this paper bag is going to go right there. And I think it's a really neat vintage bag that, and it's unique. Yeah, you know, I found these at a thrift store, and I thought, wow, that is really cool. So that's going right there, and I have one for the other one. Oh, this one says 1989. Huh, interesting, right? And here's the price of the, possibly the pictures that somebody picked up from wherever. I'm trying to see if it has some words on there, but I cannot read them. Reprint, it says. Isn't that funny? Cherokee Waterfalls. Oh, it must have been pictures from Cherokee Waterfalls. Oh, hello. I was thinking city and state. Oh, here's some more. Oh, it's the name of the people. Asheboro, North Carolina. Clark. Some kind of like branding there. Anyway, oh, this says Clark on it here too. Yeah, interesting. Okay. Anyway, I thought those were really cool when I found them at a thrift store. I was like, ah. They were kind of like you could buy them separate. But they were in like this ephemera spot where, you know, everything was very inexpensive. So they kind of sold it to you by weight. So I picked up the whole stack, as many as I could find. So yeah, I got them all. All right, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Have a great day.